Welcome to Family Friendly Foods. Today we got an excellent show. We're doing sandwiches, and these are sandwiches you could do for lunch, but they're really good enough to do at dinner time. So stay tuned for sandwiches. Well, here we are. I've got my buddy Kirby.
Yay!
I'm Chef Nancy, and the first sandwich we're going to make today is a club sandwich. Well, first, I have to confess, I left the bread that I like to use for the club sandwich at home. So Kirby was our hero, and she found a Dollar General store.
Across the street, because I'm wearing my running shoes, ran over there and got it.
Now, this is like bunny white bread. What I usually use is Pepperidge Farm swirl rye, and it's not real thick, and it just makes it yummy.
Yes.
So today, we're in a new place, and I don't have a toaster. So that's just fine.
We're just going to imagine some of these things. We're going to
Right.
imagine it's Pepperidge Farm swirl bread, and we're going to imagine we have a toaster. That's from Saturday Night Live.
Oh, that's right.
Going into a dream
Now,
sequence.
Kirby's going to slice a Roma tomato for me.
Think I can do that.
Real thin. Yeah, you want that one.
Which of these three knives should I use? The serrated?
Serrated and you salt.
Serrated and saw. Here we go.
And not too thick. Now, here's what I'm going to start with, mayonnaise. And I got to tell you, I used to always have Hellman's mayonnaise. Well, now I use Duke's.
I've always wanted to try Duke's. I know it won a mayonnaise competition one time.
Yeah.
In South Carolina, and is it from South Carolina?
I don't know.
Anyway, ever since then, I've wanted to try it, so I'm pretty excited about this.
So I'm going to put mayonnaise on all three slices. When you make club sandwiches, they have so much on them, you don't want to make it so they just fall apart immediately when you're eating them. Now, the next thing I'm going to put on is my turkey, and I'm going to put it on two of the pieces of bread. What I've got here is at Value Market at Mid-City Mall.
Yep.
They cut it so I could put a lot on each side. They cut it deli slice thin.
It's really thin.
Yeah, so
So that's what you asked for, deli slice thin.
deli sliced turkey. All right, now I've got that. Now the next thing, my favorite, is bacon. I got three pieces, and I'm putting each one, tearing them in half.
Already cooked.
Yeah, I
Pre-cooked,
cooked it.
I should
Now,
say.
I'm going to do what one of my sisters refers to as fluffy lettuce.
Fluffy lettuce. Is that also bib lettuce?
Yes.
I have to have a piece of that in a moment. I'm a
Yeah.
little hungry. I don't know if I can wait for this sandwich.
All right, now, tomatoes.
Ah.
Now, see how nice these are? And the reason I use Roma tomatoes
Yes?
is because it's not really tomato picking time
Oh,
of
no,
the
I was
year.
trying to hide. So are these?
You didn't have to hide them. These have more flavor than any
Ah,
of the
when it's
other
off
ones.
season,
Okay, yeah.
aroma tomato. Excuse me, quick question.
Yes.
Does it matter when you're making a sandwich what the layering?
No, but you want to be consistent.
Okay.
And I like the mayonnaise on the bottom because it holds the stuff together.
Got it.
All right,
Okay.
now I'm going to take this on top of here and this piece on top of here.
Are we going to use cheese on that?
Oh, Kirby,
Yes.
Yes.
Chef Nancy.
I goofed.
I just love a little cheese, and that's why I was hoping we'd have some cheese.
We've got provolone, which is my favorite on a sandwich like this.
Because it's not too,
Two.
yeah. This is a giant sandwich.
Well, it's supposed to be.
This is really great. Is there mayo on both sides of that middle slice or just one?
No, just one side.
Yes.
Before I cut it,
Okay.
I'm going to put some frilled toothpicks so it doesn't fall apart when I'm cutting it. Now, why do I want frilled toothpicks?
So you don't bite into it, maybe?
That's right. Because if I put this in there,
Yep. We'd never see it.
no. Now, I need that serrated knife.
All right, here you are.
And thank you, madam. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to,
Cut diagonally.
yes.
That's another one of those things when you're a kid and you're at school
Uh-huh.
and you're noticing people take their sandwiches out of their lunch boxes and some parents always go straight,
Straight,
and
and
some
some-
go at diagonals.
It's fun, isn't it?
And then you always want the thing you don't have, right? Because my
Right.
parents did diagonal, and I was like, dang, I just want a square sandwich.
All right,
This looks
one,
really good. I'm gonna help you with this
two.
a little bit. There we go, through the center.
3. And there we go. We have our official club sandwich.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah,
can't
I
wait to
think
eat
it
that.
is. Okay?
And
There
idea.
you go. Okie dokie.
And that's easy. That was fast.
That was
fast and
fast.
easy as long as the bacon's pre-cooked.
Yeah, if the bacon's not pre-cooked, I cook it in the oven on a sheet pan
Huh?
on parchment paper.
Oh,
18 minutes at 350. And this is what you get. Nice crispy bacon.
ta-da!
Well, ta-da, let's try a bite.
Okay, I'm happy to do that. Now I'm gonna remove my
Yeah.
toothpick before I bite in. Chef Nancy, you've done it again.
Oh, this is good. A turkey's good too. All
that's
right,
for
you know
deli
what I
sliced
want
turkey.
next time?
Huh.
This next, we are going to make a wrap. Okay? All right, well, let's finish munching, and then we'll go on. Okay, Kirby,
Yes.
we're ready to make a wrap.
Great.
Now, we're making a vegetarian wrap because there's so many vegetarians.
And sometimes you just don't want meat.
Well, exactly. I'm being a chef as long as I was, and tasting. You have to taste everything all the time. I am so sick of meat. Anyway, we're using a flour tortilla.
It's a big one.
I could have gotten gluten-free, but I didn't because I couldn't reach it.
Well, this is, oh, I know.
They put all that stuff up way high.
Right. Well, this is a big tortilla. That's you said
Yeah,
get
that's
big
what
tortilla.
big tortilla.
Okay.
Now, what you're going to do is first thing we need to make the bean dip.
Okay.
And we're using white beans, northern beans, navy beans, yeah. Now, Kirby has already rinsed those and got all the foam to go away, which it rinses all the salt off. And when you have canned beans, that foam, if you rinse it all the way, gets rid of the gas.
Who knew?
Who knew? Oh, and when I say that to boys, and there's one running the camera here, they think that's so funny. Gas, 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 gas. Okay, anyway, so while she's doing that, and she's gonna add about 2 tablespoons of real lemon and 2 tablespoons of oil and start mashing those because I forgot my immersion blender.
It's all right. Not everyone has an immersion blender, so
That's
it's nice
true.
to know that you can use a
You can
ladle instead.
also use a Ziploc bag.
Oh, right.
put 'em
right,
in.
right, right.
So I'm gonna get the. It's gonna have fresh garlic in it. Now, if you're not a fresh garlic person, whatever.
I love fresh garlic. By the way, you said 2 tablespoons of this?
Yeah,
2 tablespoons of
it's
lemon.
equal parts.
Equal parts. Okay. There's a lot of lemon juice in there, so we could make it more lemony if we want it.
Well, let's see what we got there.
All right.
Sometimes you have to add a little more to make it runny,
I have a feeling that
spreadable.
making this bean dip from scratch is going to make this much more delicious than.
Oh yeah.
Because you ever notice we should make hummus again sometime because.
Oh, we did that once, didn't
yeah,
we?
but let's do it again because just hummus homemade it's easy
so
and
different.
it's so much better.
You're right.
Eventually here, but I do think I might like that idea of the baggie in the future.
Yeah, that's what I do. I do a thing with children where we make a black bean dip, and I make it in a baggie.
This is I feel very much like a chef right now. Like a chef would just grab for this and say,
Go for it.
go for it. Yes, chef.
All right, excuse me, madam. No, I need that.
Oh. Ooh, I can smell that. That's
that
just
smell
one
good.
clove? That's
It's
just one clove?
2.
Oh, 2 cloves of garlic.
There's no such thing as too much garlic.
Well, I'm trying to hurry.
Oh, well.
It's only a 2-hour show.
All right, now I'm going to cut the tomato we're going to put on this.
Make sure you make those nice and thin.
I will, Kirby.
I like-
thank you so much for the direction.
You know what makes a big difference when I cook with you? The sharpness of the knives.
Well, it's because I don't throw them all in a drawer and let them bang against each other and get yucko bucko.
You also don't, you put them in the dishwasher, right?
No. I never put them in the dishwasher. I wash them by hand right away.
These are the little tips that I learned cooking.
See, when you
with
put
Chef
them in
Nancy.
the dishwasher, what happens, Kirby?
They bang, bang, bang against each other?
Yeah. Now, green onions, you use all of it, the white
You do, huh?
and the,
I always wondered about that. Like,
Yeah.
why do so many of us just use the white and then let the
because you
throw away
don't
the
know any
green?
better.
Because we don't know any better. All right.
I mean, and I don't mean that in a derogatory sense.
It's like somebody's mom did that once, and then it got passed down and through
yeah.
the generations, and we figured, oh, you don't eat the green part. I think I'm going to show you at home
Oh,
that
that's
this really
great.
mushed up well.
Yeah.
I feel very proud of that.
Yeah, you should be. That's perfect.
All right, what else would you like to put in here, Chef?
That's it. That's the dip.
Hands cramping up. Okay.
All right, now if you can take that rubber spatula, I'm gonna ask you to spread it
Okay.
on the tortilla,
I can do that.
and I'm going to cut some cucumber.
All right, so
All right,
being
now-
that's enough?
Yeah, well, get it to the edges.
Oh, get it to the edges. All right.
because the edges are going to help.
What? Keep it all stuck together?
Yeah,
All right.
when we roll it.
I can use, I didn't know how far to go, so that's a good little
Yeah.
tip.
I want to go to the edges.
All the way to the edges. All right.
Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put, oh, I cut up 2 green onions and I only meant to cut up 1. Well, we'll have to,
We can eat more.
well, we won't use
When
quite
it's
that
over.
many. The reason I use green onions instead of red onions or whatever, I can't eat raw onions unless they're green onions. I've gotten old and I can't do it.
Well, they look good to me.
All right, now, I'm going to get you, let's put some,
And they're just little discs, eh?
yeah,
Okay.
just half moons.
So we don't have to cut these into tiny little spots or little chunks, so that's easier also. I can see now why the very large tortilla is extremely important.
Yeah, here, will you put this
Of
down
course.
over top of those? And the reason I didn't go to the end, you'll find out when I go to.
Okay.
Okay, so now we got everything together. I'm
Yep.
going to wrap it.
And we still have this open space here.
And you'll
There's a
see
trick.
why. Yeah, we're going to roll the, see how it starts squishing over that way now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah, now. There we go. Oh, we need that plate.
This plate?
That plate. And I'm going to cut this at an angle because it makes it easier to eat.
Wow. Look at that. Isn't that pretty?
Oh, there we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Looks very refreshing too.
It is.
Be a great summer,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
little summer dish to
But
have.
it's a good whatever. All right.
Easy too. Easy peasy.
Now,
Love it.
Here's what we're going to do.
And then you could eat this bean dip on some chips afterwards.
Absolutely.
And you could serve that for dinner and people
On
would
a-
be very impressed.
You could do that on a tray. A charcuterie board. Back in the day, we used to call that an antipasto,
Exactly.
you know? All right. You
Or
wanna
as my
try
husband
one?
calls it, a chartreuse board.
A chartreuse. He can't help it. He's a Grant's.
That dip.
That's what sets it off.
Okay.
Lemon brings everything out.
So that makes a big difference. Take the time to mash up your beans with some lemon juice and some oil. Ah, it was good. This is great. Yeah.
I like it too.
Thank you, Chef.
Okay, now we're going to make a French dip.
French dip.
French dip, by golly, right here in Louisville, Kentucky.
I love it.
So what we're going to do is first we're going to cut up some vegetables that we're going to saute and put on it. First, some button mushrooms, and then we're going to cut up some onion.
I know you don't think I can do the button mushrooms, but I know I can do these.
Okay.
All right. So, and then I'm going to cut up what after that?
We're going to work on the onion.
Got it. All right. So, you want me to cut all these up just real quickly in front of you? You want to help me? I mean, I can do this pretty fast.
Now, let me show you something when you're
Yes.
cutting.
Yeah.
What you want to do is it's coming off the right side of your knife because you're right-handed. Mm-hmm. And you want to take it and take your knife and slide it forward. Forward and back.
Okay. I know how the way I do things.
The reason I'm saying that is otherwise just going like that's going to dull the knife. And it would be my knife.
It is your knife. All right. Well, you're very kind to let me use your knives as opposed to me having to bring my own.
There you go. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to cut right here. Mm-hmm. And cut here, but don't cut it way back because that's going to hold the onion together.
So I'm going to cut right here.
Yes. All right.
And
then-
now, oh no.
And take two.
That's
Got it!
right. And cut it
Okay.
there. But
Right.
no, not that far back, just right here.
Right at the very tippy tip. And why is that?
It's going to hold it together when you're cutting.
Oh.
Now, cut
Would you
it.
like me to wash this off? There's some hair on it.
That would be nice. Nothing I hate than a hairy onion. All right, do like that and cut it in half. You don't have to peel it yet.
Really? Okay. Okay.
No, put it down flat, cut it in half now. Okay, now
Now.
peel one half.
Oh.
And we won't use that half, we'll use that half.
Yeah, this is a cleaner half.
Yeah, is that it?
This is it.
Hey, listen, that's better than the time I dropped it squirted out of my hand, the pineapple.
No, that's true.
All right, now that you've cut it in half,
Yes.
you want to put the core,
The tiny core back here because it's holding
Yes.
it together.
right,
This is another
and
little
we're gonna
genius.
cut some onions, maybe about 4 slices.
Okay.
There you go, that's great.
All right. Now, what would you like me to do with these?
Now, I'm gonna take them
Okay.
and I'm gonna,
Ah, you're going to separate them.
right, they'll start separate. Come on now, I want to hear you buzzing.
All right. Now they're cooking up.
Well, not very well, there we go. I
Now
got
we're
it
on
up
8.
higher.
All right. I'm going to put a few more of these in here.
Now.
And now you're going to do the mushrooms.
Mushrooms, do the shrooms, do the shrooms. Thank
Oh,
you,
wow, there we
madam.
go. Now it's really good.
Now,
Now we're cooking.
cooking with gas, only we're not. We're not cooking with
We're
gas.
electric.
Yes, this is induction. All right, now, if you will take those 2 pieces of bread, I've already cut them in half, and take them both and put them on the cutting board. And once I saute these, what I'm gonna do is put them in, like on a plate.
Like this plate right here?
Yeah, that'll work, any plate will work. But I want them to get soft and start sauteing first. And then will be great. Now, if you want to add some salt and pepper to this right now, that'd be good.
And again, we're making a French dip.
Right. I like to put mushrooms and onions on mine.
Okay.
And what we're gonna do after these are cooked, I'm gonna take them out. Then we're going to make the jus, the beef broth.
Okay, that's what the part I was confused
I've got a
about.
cup of water.
Yes.
And I've got these little cups that I'm gonna split it in.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use this that I always get at, again, Value Market, because I don't know where else to get it, and it's cheaper there. But see, this is what I refer to as a paste.
Yes.
It's not those granules.
Right. I use the chicken one too.
Yes, they've got some other ones they've got a garlic one.
And you know what I like about the chicken one, and you can tell me if this is wrong, but instead of keeping those containers of chicken stock,
right,
I do
no.
that way, because I never use like the whole container and then have to throw it out.
Exactly.
So that is more economical and it tastes very, very good.
It does taste good.
This is looking nice.
Now, can you smell that? I wish there was smell-o-vision. I can't wait because our dear producer has suggested that maybe what we might do is, what we might be able to do eventually is have an audience.
That would be fun.
It would be
It
fun.
would be a lot of fun because you would probably have a lot of questions that I forget to ask Chef Nancy. But I have a lot of questions for you always.
And that
like, for
makes it
instance,
good.
do I need to keep holding this plate?
Well, no, because I'm getting ready to do this. Here, you ready?
Oh, now you do need the plate.
All right. Now, what we're going to do, lady, is if you will,
I'm sorry, was I holding that plate too high?
yes, if you will take
Oh, that smells nice.
these tongs
Yes.
and put that on this.
And this is is this a baguette? What are we looking at
Yes,
here?
it's a baguette. Now, I've left all that flavor in the bottom there.
Nice.
Poured in the wata. Now, I'm going to add my beef base. And if you want to add a garlic clove to this, you can, or some granulated garlic. But this has a lot of flavor, as you can see, from the onion in that.
And you used what, about a tablespoon?
Teaspoon.
Teaspoon, okay.
Teaspoon to a cup. And you taste it, and if you want more, you add more.
Yeah.
Okay, you got that so far.
Yep,
That's
good.
great.
Thank you.
Now,
I feel
once
very
this
proud of this.
melts, I'm going to put the meat in it to heat it up.
All right.
Now, if you want to, after you make this, and after we can put it on here, use those for our plates.
Sure.
But not yet.
But not
We're
yet.
not done yet.
We're not done yet.
What we're going to do is I'm going to heat up the meat in this jus.
And this is London broil.
London broil, and the only place I found it is the Mid-City Mall Value Market.
And I just want to show you how nice and thin this is.
Yeah, it's the
London
deli
broil.
slice.
Yep.
And see, it's not well done. So it'll be good in this.
So this has been heated up. This is our bouillon.
Yeah, and I'm trying to make sure it's all melted. See, it's not quite all melted.
Okay.
And then after I heat the meat up and put it in there,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna put the cheese on top. And I love this cheese. It's a horseradish cheddar.
Horseradish cheddar.
Yeah, and then it's out of this world.
How did you discover that?
At Value Market,
just-
they make a sandwich called the Grinstead, which is roast beef and horseradish cheddar. And I thought, Now, I only got 2 slices of it. I could have gotten more.
But, you know,
But, oh well.
is it very expensive or why? Do I need to
No,
only get 2
no,
slices? You knew that.
2 slices for 2 baguettes. I wasn't thinking. All right, now. Oh, it smells good, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Can you smell the mushrooms and
I
onions in
can.
there? Yeah, see,
That is wild. Wait, I can actually smell the mushrooms in there.
isn't that good?
And now you're going to put the London broil in here.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna ask you to move over a little bit.
Closer to you?
No,
Oh.
and then I'm gonna pour this, and I'm gonna ask you to take the cheese and put it on top, and then we can put it on 2 plates.
All right.
But here's the scoop. If you want to put it in the broiler after you put the cheese on top, you can. Or if you've got a brulee thing, you can use that.
Like for creme brulee?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, you could
like
put
a lighter?
that. Yeah, you could make it not a lighter. Oh, but I know what it. Okay. Your sister-in-law has mine.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I don't have one.
We'll get that back from her.
All right.
All right, so this is going to go. What am I doing? Just getting out of the way?
Yes.
Okay. I wanted to make sure that I didn't have a responsibility that I was shirking at that moment. So you're going to, whoops.
Oh, well. I don't think we'll use that
I
meat.
wish my dog was here.
So do I. My dog would love that. All right, if you'll put the cheese on
That was
top.
a lot of London broil that you just,
I know, I just lost it. Well, I've been thinking a lot about Julia Child
yeah. And?
and how she drops stuff.
Well, so the best chefs do drop a lot, right?
Yeah, especially when their hands are all messed up.
Well, you can always
Okay.
count on me.
Now,
These are looking nice.
Here, I'm going to cut one and
Sure.
here.
And I'll cut the other one. Is that all
Yeah,
right?
buddy.
Oh, and then you're gonna dunk them in.
When you eat it, you dunk it in the jus.
Oh, I see.
And there you go.
This is fantastic. All right, so I don't have to put it under the broiler or use,
No,
A lighter.
you don't.
like those long lighters. That's what I was thinking about. That's really nice
A
looking.
brulee torch.
A brulee torch
Now,
made by Bic.
all right, I want you to take a bite first.
Okay.
Watch her spill it all over herself.
I know, because I didn't wear an apron today, but I wanted to make sure we have a nice shot of this so you can see what these look like at home, because they're beautiful. And now, I haven't had a French dip since I was in 6th grade. And it's more delicious than I remember.
It's good. It's good.
You said you make these a lot at home.
Yeah, but every other week we have this with a salad for dinner. And it's easy.
And thus, the dipping part, the French dip. Yep, that's really fun and easy again. It's made some fantastic recipes, which I'm going to use at home for sure.
Well,
Family crowd pleasers.
I'm sorry I had too much food. We do not take television bites. Have you noticed that? We're very bad with that.
I started with our first sandwich, and it was so good that by the second sandwich, I was just shoving it in, and now I just like, how much of this can I get into my mouth before anyone asks me to say anything?
That's true. Well, thank you for watching us today. We're at the Northeast Library, which is gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful.
It is.
And Kirby will be with me unless she has to work hard because she still needs to make money.
Well-
I can't understand. I'm a pauper, but what can I say?
But I have to say, making these recipes with you year after year has made my family so much happier because I've learned how to cook.
There
So,
you go.
Tune in and learn how to cook with Chef Nancy.
And Miss Kirby. Thank you all.